Hi, I'm James Shillinglaw, and I'm here at the Virgin Hotels New York, and we're here that they basically took out the entire hotel for the Global Travel Collection, the very first annual meeting of this group. And they've been around for a while now, but this is the first big meeting they've done. And I'm here with two of the success management team that work with individual travel advisors to basically improve their profits and everything else. And we're going to talk to them about how they do that and what's going on, because this is a fairly new team and it's a fairly new concept, and you're going to find out about all that and more on Insider Travel Report. Now, first of all, can you introduce yourselves? Your name is? Sorry.
Sheree Faust.
Sheree Faust, and what's your title?
Senior Vice President, Advisor Success.
Okay, and?
Jason Oshopakai, Senior Vice President, Advisor Success, and Managing Director of Global Travel Collection UK.
So you're kind of overseeing this whole process, right?
I'd say it's in a collaboration with a fantastic team.
So what does the success team try to do? How do you work with travel advisors to help them grow?
Well, the Advisor Success Organization has three primary functions. Number one is to retain the advisors that we have. The second one is to grow the advisors that we have, but also to help them grow the revenue. And the third one, which is equally important in our business, is to educate them on preferred partners and making sure that the preferred partners are well positioned in service to their clients.
Because you want them to sell the preferreds now. And so how do you work with an individual travel advisor? What do you start off with?
Well, first we get to know them really individually and understand their goals and objectives to make sure we tailor our consultation to their needs.
So you are working obviously with all the brands that exist within Global Travel Collection?
Correct. So obviously the Global Travel Collection is an aggregation of some of the most iconic premium and luxury brands in the world, which includes Zell, Pro Travel, Colette's, In the Know Experiences, R. Crusoe, etc. So
and Andrew Harper.
Andrew Harper's under the leadership of Don Jones. So
so you're different.
I would say all of our brands have their own unique, distinct cultures, and what the Advisor Success Organization does is really tie it all together. As my colleague Sheree said, it's taking a consultative approach to helping these advisors figure out wherever they are in the life cycle of their business, whether it's growth, whether it's sunset, there's an opportunity to have an engagement and truly a touch point within the organization. And I think the last one is also intelligence. When you have 1,600 of some of the best advisors in the world, how do we capture that intelligence in a thoughtful and intuitive way? And how do we translate that into something actionable and meaningful for the organization and also for our preferred partners?
Now, you are working with both sort of agents at the agency level, but also at the individual level, right?
Absolutely. And I think our main goal is really to create small communities in a very large agency. So we have the power of the large Global Travel Collection brand and Internova, but we're bringing it down to the advisor level in small portfolios with our advisor success directors and managers.
Now, you're also working with some really experienced travel advisors. Do you have anything you can tell them?
Well, I don't think it's about us telling them. I think it's about also learning about their business and figuring out, when you have this many tools on your tool shed, how do we know that advisor who may be a top producer, how are they leveraging the power of Global Travel Collection and everything that we can bring to the table?
Yeah, well, that's interesting because, it's a fairly new organization, Global Travel Collection. Internova's been around for a while, but, this really has evolved. And in fact, it's not quite a brand name, but Global Travel Collection in the industry is really only a few years old, right?
That's absolutely right. But we're a force to be reckoned with for sure. And this Advisor Success Organization is going to be the hallmark of this organization. And we really believe it's going to set us apart and make us very valuable to our most important constituent, which is the advisor.
So what do you do when you first talk to an advisor to really start them off? Like what you said, you got to know more about them first, right?
Well, I think the first question is, how are things going? How are things going compared to what you thought they were going to be? Obviously, given all the circumstances are happening recently, how is that affecting your business? But then also taking a consultative approach of providing some of them data to say, here's what we're seeing in your forward bookings, for example. So that way we can almost help them see their business in a very fundamentally different way. So then they can decide how they want to adapt and evolve. And I'll give you another example, right? The writer's strike that happened this year deeply affected some of our entertainment production.
Yeah, you do have a lot of entertainment travel agency specialists, right?
Exactly. So for us to be able to be there with them, supportive, but also showing them what's going on, also giving them an opportunity to potentially diversify their business, retool their business, re-educate themselves. And again, sometimes innovation happens in two ways, inspiration or desperation, right? So this is a way where we can start to help them learn.
Now, they don't have to do this, right? This is voluntary. They can.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, I really think the first question is, what is success to you? What's it to you? And how can we help you get there?
What if they can't figure it out? Because they've been doing this, and I've been doing this a long time. I'm not sure exactly what I should be doing in the future. But
We do what he said. You know, we show them all the resources. We lay the breadcrumbs down and let them follow. And I think, too, we have communities of advisors, leisure, corporate, entertainment. They're all learning from each other in those communities. So it's crowdsourced learning.
Yeah. Now, roughly how many agents have you started already working with individual advisors?
Yeah, we have it in place. We've been in our first 100 days, and I have to say I have to acknowledge both my colleague Sheree as well as my other colleague Lisa Schmidt for the tireless work that they've done in really bringing the organization to life and getting in the right layers, making sure we have the right people in the right seats, and making sure that communication plan of what the ASO is, the Advisor Success Organization, what it's designed to do, and to Sheree's point, it's opt-in. If you want to continue to trade as you want, that's fine. But we have a couple of advisors that are truly brand evangelists that see the benefit
That's true.
of participation.
And you know what's great about Jason? He already did this in the UK. So he's bringing all that knowledge to the US, and it worked really well there, right?
Yeah. We have Francesca Mendola, who leads Advisor Success in the UK, and a lot of it was just looking at the marketplace and saying, what does our advisors need? What do we currently have? And how can we pivot some of our resources in the betterment and support of the advisors if they wanted it?
And actually, that brings up a point. What were your backgrounds before you did this?
I was 17 years with Four Seasons in global sales.
Okay.
And I like to say advisor success is like global sales for the advisor. It's a very similar
So it is
structure.
similar structure in that
Yeah,
way.
it is.
Great. And what about you?
Sure. So I was 7 years with Internova. Prior to that, 2 different airlines, American Airlines for 5, Delta for 3. I worked for a software development firm for 3 years, and I worked at the UN prior to that.
Wow,
That's a resume.
That's a resume, absolutely. Well, it's been great to meet both of you, and good luck with this project. I mean, it sounds like you're going to be there as a coaches in a way to help them, your advisors, achieve even greater success than they have. They certainly have the resources, but they obviously have to know about them, and they have to know where they can go to do that. Now, where should your GTC advisors go to learn about this?
Sure.
To me.
Okay.
To me and my colleague Lisa Schmidt first, and then they will learn who their advisor success manager is, and they'll be on their way.
Fantastic. And then and now you actually have a website too. So it's globaltravelcollection.com, right?
We're making some progress. I think we have a good roadmap. We're holding ourselves accountable to what those timelines and those markers are going to look like. And I think the next year or two is going to be very, very exciting for Global Travel Collection. I just want to say thanks to you and all the great work you do in reporting things that are important to the trade. Thank
As
you.
you were saying, your president, Angie, and I, Lucia, have done a number of interviews in the past, so we've gotten to know Global Travel Collection before. And look, I saw the whole development of Travel Leaders Group and then the evolution to Internova. So I've been watching this. I guess I've been around too long, right?
No, not too long.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Well, thank you guys.
All right.
It's great to meet you.
Yeah.
And check this out if you're in Global Travel Collection or you want to be. They have this great service here that will help you achieve your goals and also hopefully greater profitability and greater success. I'm James Shillinglaw, and this is Insider Travel Report.